Welcome. This edition of Kurukshetra focuses on water as one of the important needs. Now, water management is really important for generating a secure food security and to achieve limited soil erosion and prevent water loss in the field of agriculture. So in the field of agriculture, schemes like Krishi Sinchai Yojana have been one of those. Har Khet Ko Pani, Per Drop More Crop, and some of the other activities like accelerated irrigation benefit, watershed management, agricultural and cooperation by the department has been some of the schemes. Now based on this, the schemes, the results and the coverage, the financial subsidy have been mentioned, so those would be available in the handout. The another important campaign is Sahi Fasal, and this is a part of National Water Mission by the Ministry of Jal Shakti, and this focuses on which would be the right crop in the right region, how much water it would take. The next is Bharatiya Prakritik Krishi Paddhati, which focuses on natural farming. Now through the natural farming, the income of the farmer could be improved and there could be better sustainability options. This method requires 50 to 60% less water. Again, the Bureau of Water Use Efficiency was set up by Indian government in 2022, and that was to find an idea to promote, control and address issues of water efficiency, water shortages, and this water use efficiency at national level is the sum of all efficiencies at the various sectors across the various sectors. Now over the period we have seen that climate vulnerabilities have increased, and because of this climate change we need to go for crops which require lesser water. So an important case study where we understand how much water is required for agriculture, how this demand could be actually mitigated or taken into control. So the gross water use for all the users in India is expected to grow from 750 billion cubic meters to 1027, and the net sown area remains the same. Now with this data we need to understand the increase in the crop productivity must be attained because there is a high demand, limited availability of land and limited availability of water. So there could be ways through which the farming systems must be optimized, integrated and disseminated. Water availability is measured in billion cubic meters each year. So total water which is available from any form of precipitation, rainfall or snowfall is 3880. After evaporation and runoff, only 1999 is available in terms of billion cubic meters. Now this availability again through the groundwater, through the surface water is broken down into various segments, and the detail is given here. However, we focus on two conditions. One is water scarcity, the other is stress. Scarcity if we are having less than 1000 cubic meters of water per year per person. However, it is under stress if it is 1700 cubic meters of water, less than 1700 cubic meters of water per year per person. That means scarcity is a more dangerous condition as compared to water stress, but those areas which are in water stress could in future turn out to be water scarce. So we need to find out those areas and start conserving. Now these methods of conservation are really important. Rainwater is one of the best ways through which we can conserve the rainwater, and this could be either within the region which is in situ or outside the region which is called as ex situ. So the runoff is collected artificially in the ponds, tanks, that is ex situ, and in situ would be where the water falls, you collect it there itself. So it could be either by ridging, mulching, deep plowing, bed and furrow. So those are some of the ways. Now in different areas, what are the ways? For example, in Odisha it is tank cum well system. Now water conservation programs have been started across various states. In different states they are known from different names. For example, Neeru Chitu in Andhra Pradesh, Jal Hi Jeevan Hai in Haryana, Pani Panchayat in Odisha, and so on and so forth. Mission Kakatiya, again very important, in Telangana. Now what are the traditional water conservation systems? These are called as catchments or utilization systems. In Rajasthan they are called as Khadin, Rela and Tal. So Khadin is where the rocky catchment area has the water runoff in the valley and is collected in a bund. Rela is where channeling of the water is done from the streams, and then we have Kundi where artificially the water is stored. So the Rela, Kundi and the Khadin are three important methods in Rajasthan. In Gujarat, it is the Virda system, where it is digging small shallow wells which are called as Virda, and they accumulate the water. In Madhya Pradesh, this is known as the Haveli system, where arrangement is done to capture the rain flow. In Maharashtra, they are called as Jalkund, where water is stored in small ponds. In Nagaland, it is known as Zabu, where the surplus water flows from one pond to another. Meghalaya, bamboo rainwater harvesting is popular. Mizoram, it is rooftop harvesting. In Arunachal Pradesh, very important system which is known as Apatani. Bamboo pipelines are used to carry water from one spring to another convenient point, and this is called as the Apatani system. Apatani is also one of the famous tribes in Arunachal Pradesh. Coming on next is some of the schemes under Manrega. So through the Manrega, guaranteed 100 days of employment under the 365 days, we have some of the projects. For example, engaging the community for watershed development programs. Now this could be development of the land area, creating of the bunds in the hilly slope areas, bench terracing, excavations in the pond areas, creating the slope, community participation. Then there could be planning stages, how to construct, how to prevent water depletion from the groundwater, how can you mobilize the social groups, preparing a reserve audit for the water, how much water can be actually recharged, coordinating with various units, monitoring the availability, and saving every drop of water that comes in. So under the National Water Mission, there are various ideas which have been mentioned, which talks about respect water for life, lifestyle for environment. So taking shorter showers, wash on a full load are some of the ways through which we can conserve water. We can also educate people through various programs like incentives, educational institutions, social media, amplify the success stories of some of the programs that have been done. From the recent ones, Larsen and Turbo conducted an awareness program where road rallies were organized for water and effluent treatment by the employees at various schools. In Maharashtra, Pani Panchayat Foundation works within the village, gives inter-village competition water cup award. So we also need to identify which villages have sufficient amount of water. So they are called as water sufficient villages. Now in those areas, we need to understand what are the challenges, how climate driven water scarcity could be seen in future. So what could be the goals which could be proposed under theme 4, which is water sufficient village. So that is grey water management, open defecation free sustainable areas, access to clean drinking water, sanitation committees, and water efficient agricultural practices. So under the 17 sustainable goals, 9 broad themes have been identified, and these themes have been mentioned here for the villages that are really important. Now water use efficiency. Water use efficiency is important. Through the irrigation, we are moving to micro irrigation techniques, and this would be the technique where we would utilize lesser water. Fertigation is another important way where we reduce the amount of water, mulching, and actually planting drought tolerant crops. So these are some of the ways. Now again, midday sprinkling can reduce the direct evaporation. We can minimize the foliar interception by creating under canopy, reducing the runoff and the percolation flow. More of manures and green manures could be applied. We can practice more of soil conservation. There have been various initiatives. For example, water efficient plumbing products have been taken into account. There are various industrial sectors which are working for it. Thermal power plants, steel plants, paper and pulp industry. Then we do have Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs working with Amrit scheme, that is the rejuvenation of the urban areas, and here control and acquisition of data is important. Accelerated irrigation benefit program is another such a scheme which is really beneficial. Command area development, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana for irrigation at the field level. Then the Bureau of Water Use Efficiency, which was established in 2022, as we already said, focuses on sectors like irrigation, water supply, power generation, and industries. Rainwater harvesting. Water would become a critical resource by 2030, and 40% of the areas across the world would have water shortage. Now to address this, we need to have crops that would be supported with the lesser amount of water, and the remaining land under irrigation would be contributing to the food supply for most of the population. So enhancing sustainable farming, bringing in better quality of life and boosting more productivity, more production is another important condition that we need to focus on. The next is, why do we need rainwater harvesting? Now, of the total assets, we have seen most of the areas are either overexploited, they are critical or semi-critical in a stage. Now, when that is the scenario, the only means that we can rely on is the natural water that is coming, harvested as soon as possible. So, rainwater harvesting would actually prevent the overexploitation. There would be more dynamic groundwater resources, and this would increase the water table levels as well. Government initiatives have been taken for the same through the Central Groundwater Board, and then we also have the Central Groundwater Authority. There has been a national aquifer mapping program which aims to map all the major aquifers across India and create a sustainable plan for the same. Understanding the groundwater irrigation program and then catch the rain where it falls when it falls is the basic punchline under the National Water Mission to have maximum water retention and water conservation. So geotagging the water bodies, creating a scientific plan, Jal Shakti Kendra, more afforestation or increasing the forestation rate, more awareness would be some of the ways. Then increasing the capacity for the holding the water supplies. Revival of the lost potentials are some of the important things that must be taken into account. For the future, we need to identify areas which are the worst hit. Understand that excessive digging has created the problem. Smart water management systems should be brought. For this, there have been various government schemes. For example, Atul Bhujal Yojana, which focuses on the groundwater, Swachh Bharat Mission in the rural areas, Jal Jeevan Mission, and then we do have knowledge transfer, traditional knowledge to be taken to the next generation, community participation and participatory research, which are some of the ways through which our own experiences can be made feasible. So what have been the major international committees working onto it? G20, the UN Water Conference and Conference of Parties. So 53% of the districts in rural areas have the water vulnerable. Of them are 37 which are water vulnerable and have some kind of water related disaster. The impacts of those could be seen in these areas. So it's a really right time to understand and assess what should be the right methodology for prevention of water wastage and also how water utilization could take place. The various methods of water conservation like the Virda system, the bamboo harvesting systems, the bamboo rainwater harvesting system, the Apatani mechanism is some of the ways that are really important for your case study and answer writing, be it GS or your optional like geography or agriculture where you have water and related questions that are asked. So thanks for joining in today, and the handouts for this would be available at Exam Race Current Affairs section. Don't miss those. Thanks again.